So please use the chat box. Think about who's your favorite fictional character. Oh, so I'm starting to get some Peppa Pig. I honestly have no idea what Peppa Pig is. Casey, can you tell me about that? I think I'm too old or something. Casey, are you there?
Yeah, it's a show. It's a pig show, like a family of pigs.
What what channel is that on? Like, at what point in life did you watch that? Do you watch it now?
Yeah, all the time.
All the time? So what is it about? They're just pigs, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, Leo is showing us. That's Peppa Pig.
Yeah, that's Peppa Pig.
Okay. Cool. Interesting. Yeah. Leo put Spider-Man, awesome. Edadani, Cinderella. Do you have is that your just favorite character in general? Or do you have a preference of who your Cinderella is?
Yeah, I just like Cinderella in general since I was
Just the,
little.
just the storyline and everything?
Um, Not really, just maybe because her dress is blue and my favorite color is blue, so I've
Mhm.
always been into that character.
Oh, awesome. We have Shrek, always a classic. Spider-Man and Rapunzel from Jocelyn. Uh, Prince Zuko from Brianna. Tell us about that. Why do you like Zuko, Brianna?
Because I just like his character. He's like cool.
Is cool. Yeah, definitely. I told you guys, and over the first quarantine from March to the first time we had 2 weeks off, I watched the whole series of Avatar, and I loved it for first time. And yeah, Prince Zuko was clearly the second main character, probably more interesting than Aang. We have Moana, awesome, Deadshot, and Enchantress. So we have some love for the Suicide Squad. Eric Cartman from South Park. That is an awesome choice. I think funny characters from South Park, Butters or Randy Marsh. I think those are hilarious characters. Why do you like Eric the most, Steph?
I honestly can't tell you. It's just
Okay.
the characters just man, that whole show is just really funny.
Yeah, and not only is it funny, I love it because no matter how ridiculous it is, it's actually a very smart show. There's something called satire, and they do it really well, where they make fun of like life, and they do it. Um, Rita, I don't know who Shoyo Hunata. Can you tell us about that?
He's an anime character from an anime show called Haikyuu.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, he's my favorite. I recently just watched it now since this whole quarantine started. I started getting into like anime and like K dramas and all that.
Yeah,
And that was
definitely.
one of the shows I watched. And yeah.
Cool. I've been hearing like more and more kids from every class. There's a few kids that like haiku. I think it's like about volleyball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, so we have I don't know what this is. The man in the yellow hat. Armando, what is that?
It's from Curious George.
Why do you like that guy, the man in the yellow hat?
Cause he's cool.
Is that his name, the man in the yellow hat?
I don't know.
You okay? Thanks, Armando. Always very insightful. Um, Andres, Spider-Man, Brandon loves Diego, and Dora the Explorer. Okay, very awesome. We have Amber, Patrick. Oh, I'm thinking that's Brianna Rios. Patrick from both of you guys like Patrick. Patrick is life. I think he represents what people like. Oh, Ashley's agreeing. That is the name of the person. And Valerie likes Scooby Doo. Awesome. So thank you for sharing. Hennessy, you have a particular favorite character or Misoto?
Spider-Man is my favorite.
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
How are you, Misoto?
I guess I'm a Harry Potter fan, so I kind of like a lot of not Harry Potter, but Hermione. I kind of like her way of thinking things, and
Awesome. Okay. Um, so I do, okay, so let's go over this. We're gonna go unit 2, and I wanted to go back to what we did because not everyone has done it yet, and we can't really do it just quite yet. If you click on the personal insight folder from week 8, it'll lead you to a folder that looks like this, okay? So it says PIQ1 and PIQ2. So what we want to do is share your personal insight questions. And the point of it is so that we have an opportunity to read through it before you submit it to your colleges. And we have a chance to edit it, improve it. Writing only gets better the more you look at it. It doesn't get worse. So whatever you have the first time, just having a few different eyes on it makes it a stronger piece. So, from my perspective, Hennessy, Misoto, and even like anyone else we bring in to help us. I know there's some personal stuff, and that's why I wanted you, if you guys wanted to, you could update it to be anonymous. But for having 23 or 25 people in our class, we've only had 4 people submitted so far. So that's why I wanted to hold off on, on some of these things, because after you submit it, I'm going to package them into a group, and so you guys have a chance to read through them to give edits and stuff. I just realized, never mind. So I just realized that the side part has names, but so what you want to do is submit one of the questions, right? So, and what this allows us to do is edit it. And look at it. So I'm gonna give you guys another week to submit your PIQs, and I'll give you guys credit not for if it's amazing or anything, but for just submitting it. So it gives us a chance to edit it. So there's gonna be 2 grades, one for turning one in, and the second one is for participating in our group sessions where we do peer edits and read-alongs. So we have PIQ number 1, and then this week I want you to submit a second one. So remember when you guys apply for UCs, and even if that's not in your goal, we're all applying to the UCs just to see, it's free, and all it is, it takes like an hour of your life to at least have opportunity to get into the college. So you should have done this for your English classes already, so it's not anything completely new. So please submit your PIQs number 1 and your PIQs number 2. And then if you look at it, do we submit on Schoology or share it by email? So you don't do either of those things actually. So if you go to week 8, and I'll copy this link again. But if you go to week 8, you see a folder, a link that says Personal Insight Drive folder. If you click on it and then click on the link again, it'll open up a Google Drive. And what you got to do is click on it, and then inside the folder, you hit New and Google Doc. And it'll create a Google Doc, and I'll give everyone access. And what you just need to do is copy and paste from your own document. So I know currently it says like the owner, so that kind of kills the anonymity of the assignment, but I will edit it afterwards so that you don't see the owner of it. So we should have some your anonymous. Yeah, it's definitely, so change the, let's use editor right now. Change the, let me make sure you see my screen. Change this so you can see, we're gonna change it to like a 4-digit password code. So
Yeah, I accidentally copy and pasted onto the title. Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. But if you don't care about like people reading your story, then you could leave your name on it. But it just so, I mean, I know like in the future it might have some personal stuff in it, and you want to keep it a little more private than that. But yeah, put it up there. I'm gonna give you guys an extra week to put in PIQ number 1 and PIQ number 2. Next week, I have 2 people from that graduated, one from UCI and one from UCLA. One from 2019, another person came from, think about my years. Wait, yeah, 2019, another person came from 2017. So one of them is a sophomore in college and the other one is a senior in college. So they're going to come and read their PIQs and talk about their process of applying for colleges. All right, any questions about PIQs before we move on?
Yeah, Todd, when we're gonna make our own document, where's the questions at?
Wait, say it again. Where's the questions at?
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
have you done this with your English class?
No.
Really? That's weird.
Well, yeah, we done personal insight questions, but they weren't like, but they were more different questions.
Really? It should be the same questions.
Like we have one where they was talking about leadership, and then the other one was like, well, I only remember the one for leadership, and then there's another one talking about your favorite subject. Like
yeah, those are the ones.
Oh, okay, so we can use those.
Yeah, I want you to use those.
Oh, all right.
Unless you feel like you write a better one now that you have some time.
All right, so then we're just copying and pasting it onto another document, and then what are we doing with our document?
Wait, say again. What are we doing
with the document that we're making with our own personal insight question?
Mm-hmm.
What are we inputting it into?
All right. So after you have the document ready, you go to that link I told you about from here. Go to that drive folder, and after you open the drive, open the PIQ number 1 and PIQ number 2. So these should be separate small essays. You open new, open Google Doc, create and share, and you just paste it on here. After you do that, it'll share, like you see what Andres did and what Steph did. They just shared their document by creating it inside the folder.
Okay, so they shared it with your email?
No, you don't have to share it with my email. By making the Google Doc in our folder, it automatically shares with me.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah. So, and the reason I asked these people to put like a 4-digit number is later I'm going to randomize it so people won't know it's you when they're reading it, unless you don't care, right? But yeah.
So we're putting it like those numbers or whatever. We're putting it in the title.
Yeah, put it as a title and memorize that number because that's how I'm gonna know that you got graded for it. So ask me a question. Let's see. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Numbers are better than? Yeah, and just use a number for the title. So choose a 4-digit number that you will remember.
The drive link is on the materials?
It's in week 8 right here. So if you go to unit 2, go to week 8. And then it's the first thing on top.
Okay, thank you.
All right, I'll give you guys need some time with that or should we move on? All right, I think you guys should be good. So by next week, try to have, hey, Ariana. Hey, look at that. Alumni. Yeah, so by next week, try to have 2 PIQs. So one inside this folder, another one inside the other folder. And after we have our guest speakers, we're going to get into small groups and we're going to read through them and kind of, see how we can improve it. Okay, so going on to today. Oh, and Miss Soto and Hennessy, I created links to like shared jam boards we could use later on, and we'll just use it for from there. And this is all in week 8 stuff. All right, so before we get into our other stuff today, we're going to do some reading. So go to week 9 assignments, click on annotations two kinds. And then if you click on this file, it'll create a saved document for you. And what we're gonna do is read through it, and then you're going to annotate it as we read through it. The way I like to annotate stuff on the Google Docs is if you literally highlight it. So if I highlight something and then I click comment, let's say, what does this mean? Right? What I'll do is highlight it and I have an annotation. So that's how we plan to annotate our document. All right, so I'll give you a second. Go to week 9, click on annotation two kinds, and then click on this, two kinds of people, and click on it. Half of it we're going to do in class right now. Another half you're going to do on your own, and we're going to have a discussion about two kinds of people. All right, so the part we do in class, we're going to read this poem, and then we're going to read this short story. And it kind of got pasted a little funny, but should be fine. So, yeah, that's okay. Yeah. Welcome. Good to see you, Ash. All right, so we're going to read this together, and then as I go through this, what I want you to do, so the directions is, in this first poem, I want you to highlight 3 things. And the things you can highlight is up to you, right? So you can highlight words that you don't really know. You can highlight main ideas that you think is interesting. You highlight author's tone, that it's if you feel like it changes. You highlight the author's biases, like they show their opinion. You could highlight something and ask a question or put your own reaction. Like you literally put a question. You could highlight something and make a connection to your own life. Or just say, oh man, that relates to the time I yada yada. All right, I'm going to read this. Let me make this a little bigger so we can all see it. Let's see. Do you guys have this open already?
Yeah.
Yeah. Casey, would you help me read half of it?
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna read up to tears, and you're gonna read from no to the end of the poem. You cool with that?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's do this. So after we read it once, and then second time we read it, and I'll give you a chance to annotate. 2 kinds of people. There are 2 kinds of people on earth today. Just 2 kinds of people, no more I say. Not the sinner and saint, for it's well understood. The good are half bad, and the bad are half good. Not the rich and the poor, for to rate a man's wealth, you must first know the state of his conscience and health. Not the humble and proud, for its life's little span, who puts on vain airs is not counted a man. Not the happy and sad, for the swift flying years bring each man his laughter, ends each man his tears.
No, the two kinds of people on earth, I mean, are the people who lift and people who lean. Wherever you go, you will find the earth's masses are always divided in just these two classes. And oddly enough, you will find two, I ween. There's only one lifter to 20 who lean. In which classes are you? Are you easing the load of overtaxed filled lifters who toil down the road? Or are you a leaner who's let others bear your portion of labor and worry and care?
All right, so we'll read it one more time. And what I want you to do is highlight, and when you highlight something, literally highlight it and then annotate. So you could either ask a question, make a connection to your life, just respond. We're just having a dialogue with the text. Or you could highlight something you think is interesting or main idea. You highlight something and define what they're trying to say. Or you can highlight something that shows their tone or their biases. All right, I'm gonna do this one more time, but let me get another reader. Armando, Armando, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So what you're gonna do is read from the top all the way to tears. All right.
All that.
Yeah, you got this. I missed your voice. That's why.
There are two kinds of people on earth today, just two kinds of people, no more I say. Not the sinner and saint, for it will understood. The good are half bad and the bad are half good. Not the rich and the poor, for to rate a man's wealth, you must first know the state of his conscience and health.
Conscience.
Conscious. Oh my bad. Not not the humble and proud, for in life little span, who put on vine airs is not counted a man. Not the people and sad, for the swift flying years bring each man his laughter and each man his tears.
No, the two kinds of people on earth I mean are the people who lift and the people who lean. Wherever you go, you'll find the earth's masses are always divided into just these two classes. And all enough, you'll find too, I ween, there are only one lifter to 20 who lean. In which class are you? Are you easing the load or overtaxed lifters who toil down the road? Or are you a leaner who lets others bear your portion of labor and worry and care? All right, I'm gonna give you that's a little too long, 4 minutes to highlight three things and annotate it. And then I'm gonna ask you guys what you guys looked at. Actually, let's do 3 minutes. All right, so keep in mind, I could check on what you guys are doing by clicking on it. So uh, let me double check everyone opened it. So you have 3 minutes and 45 seconds. I'll mute myself, uh, highlight three things and annotate, explain why you highlighted that section. Oh, so I see some of you. What you can do when you don't need to type into the document, so you could literally highlight this with your like the click of the mouse without choosing color, and then you'll see this box appear up that says add a comment. Click add a comment, and then from there you could annotate like this was a very nice thing to say, right? It's not, but that's like what I mean by annotating. You don't literally need to highlight the item. I'm gonna add another minute while I set up the breakout rooms. Actually, this might be easier. Hennessy, I'm gonna use this time to teach you how to do it. It would be easier. All right, Hennessy, I'm gonna make you a co-host. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right. All right. So, because I need to go over some questions then after. Okay. So I'm not sure how your screen looks, but do you see a tab that has like participants and polls and screen share and stuff?
Yeah.
All right. So there should be a tab with the three dots that says more, and you're gonna click breakout rooms. Do you see that?
A tab with three dots. I don't see a tab with three dots.
Let me see. Do you see anything that says make breakout rooms?
No.
No. Okay. Let me look at it. I'm gonna call you so you can show me your screen.
Okay.
Here, I'll mute my.
And I see, oh no, I wouldn't go there. Never mind. I was gonna say maybe where the participant is, but no.
All right, let's go over this. Let's have a conversation real fast, and then we'll send you guys off to what we're gonna do. What is something you guys highlighted? Just because I saw it earlier, Darlene, what'd you select?
So I highlighted the quote where it says the good are half bad and the bad are half good. And it stood out to me because I feel like the author's tone right there is like very sincere, proving a point that not everyone is like perfect. So like everyone has their own sides, you know, of their personality.
Yeah, completely agree. Anyone had thoughts on that? I also thought about that. The good are half bad and the bad are half good. Do you guys believe that there's completely good people in the world or completely bad people?
Yes.
Yes, no. Leo, can you explain that a little bit?
I mean, there. How can I put this out? I don't know how to put it out, but I just think there is good and bad people.
Do you think there's only good and bad people, or do you think there's like a little bit of gray area?
I'll say gray area.
Let's go, Casey. You said you agree. What do you think?
I agree.
Okay. Well, why? Why do you agree?
Sorry, my mom was talking to me. I agree because I do believe there are, like, there's bad people as well as there's good people.
Okay, awesome. Um, let's go on to one of the main ideas of this. So he goes through this whole list of different things, right? And that's there's two different groups of people in the world, not the rich and poor, because um, you can't really judge someone by someone's wealth. You can't say there's sinners and saints because there's good and bad people, and there's good people that do bad things, and there's bad people that do good things, right? So it's not always the same thing. There's not only the humble and the proud, meaning there are people that are cocky sometimes, but there are people that are humble sometimes. So it's not completely separated. But he says that there are leaners and lifters. What does that mean? That's a very vague term. What do you think he's trying to say? Or sorry about that. What is she trying to say? A. Wilcox. What is she trying to say? What does it mean that there are leaners and there's lifters?
Can I say what I got from that?
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead.
Okay. So I actually highlighted that part too. I put that it's interesting that there are two people who tend to lift because it is their incentive to push through and create their own path, um, where like they don't feel the tendency to kind of lean, and lean to me is kind of like rest on whatever they want to do. And people will lean, which to me sounds as though they pick up off from what has already been established, and in a sense play it safe by falling onto those who are lifting. So in a way it's kind of like there's both of them, but they kind of need each other, the existence of both to kind of exist.
Interesting. Interesting. What does anyone have a different idea of what that means? So we have leaners and lifters. People that are considered leaners and lifters. How about Adadani? What do you think?
Sorry, what was the question?
Let's say that one more time.
Yeah, what was the question?
So what do you think is the difference between a leaner and a lifter?
A lifter will go on and take the lead, and they won't wait for nobody, and a leaner will depend on others to help them out in any situation.
Yeah, possible. Uh, Adadani beautifully said it. So maybe a lifter is a person that is able to carve their own path, whereas a leaner is a person that relies on people, their followers. Steph says maybe the difference between a sheep and a wolf. Possibly even lifters, as there are people who are positive in society who spread good, while leaners are people that are just users. They don't actually give support. They don't actually provide a benefit to things. Or you have people that are motivators compared to people that are a little more negative. All right. So what I need you to do for homework is there is a short story here. Um, it's kind of formatted a little funky because but it should work out. Whereas the end of this column should lead to this column, and it's 2.5 pages. What I want you to do is highlight 10 things and then answer these reflection questions. After you do that, if you go back to here, there will be a submission button, and you just submit that document. So You don't need to share it with me or anything like that because it automatically shares. So you're gonna read that document and then share it with me. Remember, so this first time we just annotated 3 things. The second time, annotate 10 things. And here are some things you can annotate. Hennessy, are we ready to move along? All right, so right now we're gonna do our breakout groups. This time around, after we're getting there, we're still working on, we're gonna use our Jamboard to try to help each other out. And then at the end of today, finish your reflection and summary. Next week, let me go back to it. Next week, they're leaving already. All right, next week, we do not have tutorials, we have other homework. All right, everyone, I'll see you guys in your breakout rooms and probably on next week. Hey, how's everyone?
Good, good.
So
Good, good. Let's do our tradition. Let's turn on our cameras. All right, Brandon, good to see you. Always a fresh haircut. Erdani,
Whoa.
everyone looking great. Hey, Valerie. Amber, you there? How's your Wi-Fi? You guys want to do a icebreaker before we get started? Do you guys have the game Among Us?
Yes.
How about you guys? Donnie, Valeria, Steph?
Yeah.
Yeah? How Steph, do you have it? Oh, you're froze a little bit. Ashley and I, do you have it? No, sir.
Yeah, I do. I wrote about it for journalism, mister.
If you don't, please download it. It'll be a fun icebreaker we could try. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, this is what it's called. I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes. If you guys have it, download it. It's a fun game, and it'll help us kind of break the tension a little bit.
I'll be back really fast.
Yes, definitely. All right, I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to download if you haven't already. So it's an app, it's free.
Wait, Mr. Arena play?
Yes, let's try playing. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be a fun way to. Steph, have you played before though? I'll set up a room.
Hey, Mr. I'm on my phone right now. Can I join on the computer?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's try this. All right, so we're download it. We're gonna try it, and here's our code. So that is our code to join our private server. And then after you guys join, I'll explain the game to Steph. Amber, have you played this before?
No.
All right, it'll be fun to explain.
Okay.
I promise. Oh,
Mr. I'm in the waiting room.
are you? How do I let you
No,
in?
not on the Among Us on the Zoom because I have the phone. I have my phone for Zoom right now, but I have the game downloaded there.
Okay. All right, so I typed in the ZQUTWQ. All right, that is our private room code. I see
Mister,
Brandon.
I'm gonna join on my computer for the Zoom because I'm
Okay,
using my phone also.
yeah, do it. All right, so Steph and Amber and Aladani, do you guys know the game Mafia? We used to play in class. It's essentially Mafia, but the video game version. So I see you guys coming in. There will be one person selected to be the imposter, right? Their job is to go around and kind of secretly, you don't want to do it too fast, secretly kill people. And if you walk up to people, there'll be a button that says like kill or something. And your job is to kill them. And then the rest of us, we have small tasks we're doing. And and let's say if you see a dead body, you can report it. Or if you go to the center of the room, you'll see it later on. There's a button that says meeting. And when you put the meeting, we get to vote on one person we think is the killer and get them rid of them from the game. Okay? Does that sound so? Throughout the game, we're not supposed to talk. But once we get to the meeting, then we can start arguing like, no, I saw Steph. She was leaving that room. She's the killer. I know it. I know it. Right? So that's how you play. If you've never played before, there are like small tasks for everyone else. The crewmates to win, we have to go around the building and complete our tasks. And it's kind of confusing at first, but after like the second time, you kind of get it. Oh, sorry about that. I'll be back. Let me let uh Ashley back in the Zoom.
Me too, Mister.
Yeah, I'll be back.
You're muted.
Get out.
Mister is not letting me change my name. I think I'm gonna have to get out again.
Mister Unitas in the break room.
Oh, sorry. Go join the main room. So leave the breakout room and go back to our meeting room.
Mister, you're muted.
Sorry about that. Okay, so I see Amber, Steph, Brandon, Val. Who's official L3O?
Me, Mister.
Okay. Andres, we're waiting for you to join us. And Ashley. Yeah, I'll send you a code again. In the meantime, you guys could customize how your dude looks.
how do I cuss myself?
What's the code? Right here.
Mister, I was asking like for what, like Nearpod or?
Oh no, we're playing Among Us together.
Oh, all right.
All right, we almost got in. Brianna, which group are you in?
I'm with Hennessy.
Hennessy? All right, I'll text her in a second. In the meantime, do you have the game Among Us, Brianna?
Yeah.
Let's see. Would you like to join us?
Okay.
Okay. All right, everyone. It's more fun if you guys unmute yourself. All right. So during the actual game, you can't talk, but then when we do our meeting room, we could argue and stuff. Okay.
Mister, you should make it 2 imposters.
2 imposters. Okay. I don't know how to do that, but
What's the code?
right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. All right, let's do this. Once Brianna joins in. Does anyone have any questions about how this game is played? We have Banana. I'm guessing that's Brianna. All right.
Yeah, that's me.
Once we get started, one of you will be selected as the imposter, and then you have to go around killing everyone. There's a cooldown, so after you kill someone, make sure you get away from the scene because you have about 30 seconds before you can kill another person. All right, if you see report a body, you report it or go to the center of the room. There'll be a meeting room, and your job is to, and that's the only time we could really talk. So you could talk right now, but all right, let me start this. So key is to not tell anyone if you're a crew member or imposter. And if you die, you're not supposed to let people know until we find your dead body. Whoa, all right, already? Okay, so everyone turn your mic on.
I heard someone kill.
All right, so basically what happened is I think someone found a dead body, and now we have to argue. Who do you think, who's dead? Oh, everybody's dead. Oh my goodness, okay. All right.
I reported the body, mister.
Okay, so now we have to vote on one. You can either vote on someone that we want in the game because we think they're the killer, or we could skip vote.
Where was the body?
It was in the cameras, and the person I saw coming from the cameras was Mr. Tall.
What?
Oh.
Not possible. I actually think.
I was in electrical with Brandon.
Where was the body?
It was in the cameras.
In the cameras?
In the security room. And then Mr. Tall was coming from there.
That sounds a little suspicious, Ashley.
I was going to the upper engine.
I'm gonna vote you. Oh, well then, you got me. All right. Does everyone understand how to play?
Yep.
Let's try this one more time, and then
Yeah.
we'll see what we need to do. Everyone add in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Two more. One more. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I think we're missing one person. There you go. All right, let's do this. So if this is your first time playing, there's a map. If you click on the map button, there's exclamation points. Those are items on the map you need to go look for to, that's your task to improve. So there's different things you got to do. There, there are two people dead.
It said the body was in cafeteria.
The body's in the cafeteria. All right. So what do you guys know? So people that are dead are Steph and Ash.
Who was around there?
So Steph
I
and
was an
Ash,
admin the whole time.
you guys are dead, but you guys can do tasks, but you guys can't talk.
I was by electrical. I ain't seen no one around here.
All right. Did anyone see it come up from the cafeteria? I was in the place where you shoot.
Wait, who's tacos?
That's me.
Who was around?
I don't know. Letter.
I'm a skip because I don't even know.
You got kicked out. Can you rejoin with the code, Ash? All right. I don't know who to vote for. I'm gonna vote.
I say we skip.
Skip. I'm gonna skip my vote. I don't know enough. I don't want to kill an innocent person. Did anyone? Oh, Amber, you didn't vote yet. So you could skip your vote, or you could choose someone you think is a killer or an imposter. Steph, were you able to join back in? No? Okay. All right. This will end soon. No one was ejected. Oh, someone's dead. Wow, two more people are dead.
I found the body in by electrical in the
Who
hallway.
said that? Leo?
Yeah,
Where'd you find the body?
and by electrical in the hallway.
I wasn't there, but I don't know who I don't trust. I haven't
Sure,
seen
Mr.
Brandon in a while. Brandon, are you the killer?
I seen Brandon go up to like past that.
How about Valeria? What do you think about her? Who were you, Valeria?
What happened?
Where were you?
I was in medbay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking because my sister's a TA and we're in the same room.
Okay. I have no idea, but then two more people are dead. I think it's Andres. He looks
Nah, bro, I was in the reactor. I was trying to figure out how to do the noise thing.
What do you think, Leo?
I seen you, Mr. Todd. You were like,
Me?
you were looking at me like kind of next to security or whatever, and you
You
walked down towards
sound suspicious.
electrical.
I'm gonna say it's you.
Maybe Brandon.
You think Brandon? Mm. No one was ejected. It was a tie. All right, well, watch when Andres kills all of you. Huh.
Mister, why were you following me?
I was trying to do my tasks.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I was like stopping close to you and you were just faking them.
See, I was number one. Also, was trying to follow you so I could see what you were doing.
Sure about that.
I still think it's Andres. He looks suspicious.
I was in reactors.
Don't do this. I'm an innocent man. All right, we have two more votes left.
I'm gonna vote for you, Mr. Todd.
You vote for me? Ah, you fools. Thanks, everyone. All right, as you guys finish that up, I'm gonna set up what what we're doing today. All right, so for everyone else that's dead and waiting for our next thing, I'm gonna open up our Jamboard. And if you go to week 8 for unit 1, you'll see Mr. Todd's Jamboard. Click on that, and that's gonna be what we're gonna use today. We're gonna use Jamboard number 2.
It's Brandon, guys.
And then our first person afterward is going to be, let's see. Let's go with, let's see who else is there. Cool. This sounds perfect. How do I do this? There you go. This, oh, you guys are still going? You guys didn't find a killer yet? All right, so for the ones that are dead, we're gonna look at this next. This is from Brandon. If you're still alive, make sure you do your tasks, or even if you're a ghost. Hey, it wasn't you, Andres? I thought it was you the whole time.
Amber.
Did you guys finish?
Ew.
Yeah.
Was Amber? Or who is it?
Yeah, it was Amber.
Yeah,
Okay.
he saw me. I didn't know he was behind.
All right, perfect. All right, cool. I hope you guys enjoy that, for at least the ones that survived that didn't get disconnected. Fun game, especially when you play over Zoom. I did it with my friends, and it is, as more comfortable you get, there's a lot more arguing. All right, let's go to our screen. If you go to week 8, you'll see a board called Mr. Todd's Dream Board, and then perfect. There is, hey, Hennessy, are you done with your room?
No, it kicked me.
It kicked you out? All right, let me put you in your break room.
This is the second one.
Are you in break room 2?
Yeah.
All right, see ya. All right, Brandon, you're up today. I think you might have been up last time too. No, we had Leo up last time. Yeah, this is a pre-calc question. All right, walk us through it. Tell us what's happening here.
Wait, can I go to my TRF first?
Yeah. Wait, what are you doing? Are you reviewing it?
No, I'm going to my TRF. It's lagging right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let me share the screen with you so you can see it.
Okay.
Is yours, Brent? Yes, it is yours. Okay, so should. Do you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Does it say Brandon?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. All right. So let's go to yours. All right, Brandon, tell us your problem.
Um, it was how do I find the value of x on an extraneous solution? And the
And
point of confusion was why don't it was how do I get the problem to x minus 4 parentheses x plus 2 equals 24 taken in the notes section, and do I have to use PEMDAS to find the solution?
all right, so what do you know about the problem so far?
I know that I know that the equation ends in x equals, and that I have to use the additive inverse.
Cool. All right, so that was your problem. And then if you guys go to our mutual Jamboard, which is Mr. Tall Jamboard, we're all here already. All right, so let's let me zoom in a little bit. All right. For the people that have this class, let me double shared, make sure it's shared. Anybody have suggestions of how he can continue?
Wait, which one is the original question?
Um, Wait, is that my question, Mister?
Yeah, I mean, this is what I took from your
Okay.
So what was the original question? Is it this top one?
Yeah, the top one.
Um, oh, Brandon, we have a question. Steph says, can you tell us what log means?
What the log means?
Yeah, I think she wants you to define it, or do you not understand what it is?
I'm not sure either. So
Hold up, Steph's typing. Leo, you're in this class as well, aren't you?
yeah, Leo should help me.
Wait, just log me like the power?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even sure. I mean, it probably is, but
So Brandon, what do you know about the problem so far? Do you have any examples that you looked at?
no, that was just what I got from my notes. I know that we had to do the additive inverse, but I don't know how she got there.
Let's go. Steph, have you learned this already? Not yet. Really interesting. You guys are on different levels. Hold up then. Okay. Then we'll hold on to this for about 5 minutes, and then we'll call our big guns in. Our other question, we'll hold off on this right now, is Adidani. Do you guys all have econ right now?
Yeah.
All right, we'll hold off on yours for right now. All right, Donnie, what's your question?
My question was, what is the difference between marginal cost and marginal benefits? And the definitions that I put for today were produce and waste.
Can you say that one more time? You kind of broke off. Sorry, I think your Wi-Fi cut out. Let's come back to you in a second. So your question, I'll read it for you, is how do the three economic questions relate to economics and the production system? So the words you looked at are produce, which is make up for manufacturer components, and then what you have is how do the three basic economic questions help with profits? So what are you supposed to look for right now, Archer? What are you supposed to understand? Interesting. Does anyone else have a econ right now?
The three questions. I forgot.
Okay, you're supposed to look at three questions. All right, so Steph, what do you know about this question?
Can you repeat the question again? Sorry, I got cut off.
It's okay. It says, how do the three economic questions relate to economics and the production system? So the three questions are what to produce, how to produce, and whom to produce for.
Ari, did you get it off Alamo's quiz?
I can't tell if she's frozen or not.
What happened? I didn't hear you.
Oh, you hear us? Okay, cool.
Did you get it off Alamo's quiz?
Oh, she said his notes. Cool. All right, well, wait a second.
No, it's not.
Hey, Amy, which room were you in before?
I was with Hennessy, but it kicked me out.
Okay, I'll put you back in right now.
Okay.
while you guys go get the notes, I'm going to double check everyone else's to see where you guys are at.
Mister, I put mine in number 3, thinking it was number 3 instead of number 2.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
look at it. This one? Who said that right now? Amber, did you say that?
Yeah. It's not there?
No.
Screams. In my screen it's there.
All right. Maybe you added it a few times then?
Wait, has it like we go up?
Yeah, there's nothing on it so far.
Oh no, then was there? Okay, well I'm just gonna share mine because mine has everything on it.
Yeah, share yours. And then while we do that, I'll look at everything else as, hey, Steph is back. What you got for us, Steph? Let me go back to her question.
Okay, so the three questions, the what to produce, how to produce, and whom to produce for, that one actually, the way that we had to like write it in our notes was they were basically broken into like different categories and all that. You can't see because it's Chromebook camera, but uh, there's factors of production, which falls into the four uh, places we get production from. So land, which is natural resources, labor, capital, which is money, machines, and tool, and entrepreneurs, which are the investors. And then we get that also breaks into economic products, which is goods and services that are useful, scarce, and transferable. And the command, so like demand, supply and demand uh, determines price. And then that broken down goes into goods, which is consumer goods, and those are goods with um, final use by individuals. And then we get capital goods, which are goods that are used to produce other goods. So when we want to answer like what to produce, uh, that question is mainly just asking us like, what are you going to produce based on the consumers and what they're asking for. So you're not just gonna like want to sell peanuts to random people. You're gonna want to sell peanuts to people who want peanuts. So then that's when we start to focus on companies allocating resources where they're most needed. How to produce is you get companies who want to produce like sustainably, companies who want to produce carelessly. I don't know the word for that honestly, but and whom to produce for. Again, that goes back onto the consumer. So you're not going to want to sell like in pants for chickens or anything like that. So um, yeah, those are basically the three questions when you want to consider like where you're producing and all that.
Okay, thank you.
So was I supposed to give all the answers away like that?
I think for this format, it's easier to do that because just in person, obviously, will be a little different, but this one requires a little more helping out, like hands-on approach. Ed, Don, you have any questions about that?
No, I pretty much was able to. Steph answered all of my questions.
Cool. Look at that, Steph.
Thank you.
And your Wi-Fi is looking good today, Steph. All right, so let's pop back in. Amber's sharing hers, so we'll look at that next time.
I shared mine.
Leo's, you shared it? Okay, I'll look at that tonight. I don't think we have, unless you want to talk about yours.
It's just about physiology, but it's okay.
Okay, all right, so I brought back my big guns for math. Let's go back to the Jamboard. So Hennessy should be coming back in a second. With that said, who has physiology out of U9 or 8? Okay, cool. Hey, Hennessy. So here's our Jamboard. It's kind of weird. They're on different questions for math. So, all right. So Brandon, where are you at? Brandon, there you are.
Right here.
All right. Tell us about your question.
All right, so I don't know how to, like the steps to get to there. Right there.
Let me go to the Jamboard real quick. I'm getting old, guys. I'm looking at the log and I'm like trying to think of how I used to do logs. Okay, let's go. All right, I'm here. Okay. Okay. Is there another page? Okay. Brandon, can you explain it to me?
Yeah, this is from notes. Recap, but I don't know how she got there to the answer. I just know you gotta do the additive inverse. That's all I know.
Okay. So let me, I'm thinking she canceled out the log first.
I think I should. So I should do that.
Yeah. What part is your teacher's math? Or is this all her work? Or is this
Yeah, I don't know how she got to like the second step.
the second step?
Yeah, like how she brought it down and all that.
So this part?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking she subtracted, or I don't know what she did either. I'm looking at this and it's kind of confusing me too. Do you guys know what LN is?
No.
Okay, so she didn't use that. What I'm thinking is that she just subtracted the log, or she separated them actually.
I'm still not sure like at all like what she did.
No, I think the way it's organized is confusing me.
Yeah, I don't know how she got that, like how she organized it and all that.
Who's your teacher?
Miss Aravello.
That is. Okay. This was tough. This was tough to hear.
Say it again.
It's a tough one.
Okay.
I'll just use photo math next time.
No, don't do that. Let me see. Ariana, come over here. My sister's taking pre-cal right now, so I'm gonna ask her.
Awesome.
Do you know how to do this? Yeah. How they got to this? Just to this. No, we're not there yet. Okay, so not there yet. I don't know what happened to the log part. That's what's confusing me. To the log in front of the x plus 4. It just disappeared.
Yeah.
I think I would have to see your notes physically in order for me to understand it. So, but this is weird. It's a log squared.
Okay.
She factored it out. It could be that too. She factored a log squared out. Because it takes out that log as well. This is, I don't know.
Let's try. We'll table this. Brandon, the only thing I ask of you is if you could take a picture of your notes and upload that picture onto your tutorial, and we'll look at it after. But just as a reminder for everyone, I know it's a learning process and we're trying to figure out ways to improve our sessions, but do the tutorial. It is 3, huh? It is tutorial 3, huh?
Yeah.
It was 3. But do the summary and reflection for it. And then next week, we don't have tutorials, but all you got to do is focus on your PIQs. for tonight, make sure you get the agenda done and the tutorial stuff, the reflection and summary. I know
Okay.
it's a learning process, but hopefully we'll find ways to improve it.
Brandon,
Yeah.
you also email me your notes. I want to see how it looks.
Yeah.
Okay. I will.
So,
Yeah.
all right, everyone. Thank you. I know it's a struggle, but we'll get better at this. I'll see you guys next week.
Say bye.
Bye,
Bye,
Mr.
Mr. Bye, Hennessy.
See ya.
Bye.
See you,
Thank you.
too.
How'd it go, Hennessy?
Mister, can I talk to you?
Yeah, definitely. All right, Hennessy, I'll see you later.
Um, for journalism, I know I've kind of been doing bad, but I've been turning in like late work. How long does like that take to get like graded and stuff?
It depends. You have to send me a message when you turn in late work. So after you, says like when it passed the deadline, it doesn't tell me if you submitted or not. So
Okay.
message me like, hey, I did this. I wouldn't even know if you did it or not.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like unless I physically go back and look at every single assignment, then I wouldn't know if you did it. So after you do like late assignments, just send me a message and go, hey, can you check yada yada yada.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I did like a bunch, like a bunch. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, you didn't show up today, and we had a question.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. It's because I had to help, and then like the Wi-Fi got all weird and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. It's okay. We were wondering if you would be interested in being our culture editor.
Oh. mm, I actually had actually text me about that, but I don't know, because I'm not even doing that good in the class.
It doesn't matter. I mean, I know you have like stuff, but your only task is your job is to read all the articles related to culture, edit it, and post it on our website. Like you make sure it looks good and you find the right find the right story.
Oh. Can I think about it?
Yes, but we are meeting it today at 3:30 so I can teach them how to work on the website.
Oh, okay.
So if you think about it, and then I know it's only like an hour away, but think about it, and then if you want to do it, text Ashley. I should give you more info.
Okay. No one else from the culture group wanted to do it or what?
Well, I wanted to pick you because I think you have the most unique style.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then I'll be there at 3.
Okay, because it's other people do want to do it, but it doesn't matter if they only has like if there's like a very I don't want to say if they're not really broad in the things they like.
Oh, okay.
So a good culture editor, and going back to last year and the year before, it's people that have, they're very in tune with like what's happening in the, like cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I pay attention like at social media and all that stuff, but at the same time, it's like also things like, for example, like the indie record labels, like people didn't know about it, so I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
Oh, okay. Oh, about that, I was gonna ask you too. Is it okay that it was like talking about like sexual assault?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's one of those things. If you think people are interested, that's what we want to talk about.
Oh, okay. So like I don't need to like I mean I'm gonna like soften it up, right? Like if it comes to it again, but like I don't have to like be like weird about it. Like
No, I mean I want to prepare you guys to be actual like critics in the world. And you were right. There was supposed to be a tutorial number 3 as I was looking at it.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, mister.
All right, I'll see you later.
I'll see you at 3. Okay, bye.
3:30.
Yeah. Oh, 3:30. Yeah. Okay, bye.